Hello there, my name is Yin. You could call me Ary. I'm an instructor of English currently working for VATC. And now I'm going to give you some tips that I think would be helpful when you're taking the IELTS examinations. First of all, let's talk about the listening test. Well, the key is to move forward with the pace of the listening recordings because they won't wait. Well, don't waste too much time for any questions. Even if you miss one, move on to another because you might get better chances of having more correct answers. If you're hanging for so long, you will probably miss the important information for the next questions. After the listening test, there comes the menacing reading test. Only 60 minutes for 3 passages with 40 questions in total. Pretty intense, huh? Well, it might surprise you, but read the question immediately for each passage before you read the passages themselves. Do this, and you could recognize the question type so that you could figure out how to tackle them. Even better, when you read the question first, you could have the idea of what you're going to read. It is always better to get to know your enemies and make the first moves. Am I right? Now we're going to make some strategies for you to fight the 2-task writing test. First of all, the brief report, as I call it, they could give you many things to write a report about, including graphs, charts, tables, processes, and even the combinations of the above. Well, one common obstacle that the candidates have to face is the amount of information. Sometimes there's too much. They have no idea which to describe. And for the rest, it's just too little. They have no idea how to make it to approximately 150 words. Well, so what should you do? Basically, filter the information. Just pick out the noticeable features and include them in your writing when the information is too much. And on the other hand, when the input is limited, just try to think of ways to play with the numbers by comparing them regarding the fields or the classifications. How about the second task, you ask? Well, troublesome, isn't it? Well, we all know that in order to do well in this part, an outline is necessary. There lies the trap. Because when you get carried away, when you're sketching out the backbones for your writing, you won't have much time left for the essay writing itself. So, what I advise you to do is to make the outline simple by using quick note or symbols. Well, those arrows and marks could save you very precious time for the writing itself. Okay, save the best for last, the speaking test. Been waiting for this part, haven't you? Well, when it comes to speaking English, one common stereotype that people usually have in mind is that the faster you speak, the higher the score gets. Well, let me tell you, big mistake. Fluency is not the only criteria of the speaking test evaluation. Accuracy, lexical resources are also very important aspects. Well, what I'm trying to say here is be natural and be careful. You should speak in a considerable speed, pronounce a word clearly and correctly. Finally, just relax and answer the questions as the idea come to your mind. Well, that's it then. I hope those tips are useful for you. Thank you and good luck.